this is my project for the Managing Machine Learning Projects Coursera course. In terms of the opportunity evaluation, I went with an example for a grocery retailer that uses sort of elementary business rules for running its marketing campaigns using leaflets and mass emails. What they see is that the response rates are very low and they waste a lot of money and resources on these campaigns. My proposal is to introduce a two-step machine learning system, which would be first creating a customer, sort of homogeneous customer groups that share certain characteristics. That would be a segmentation exercise that would be followed by building predictive models for each group to create more targeted marketing campaigns. It has all the three elements of an attractive sort of machine learning case because it uses automation, so the campaigns will be done automatically, probably once in a quarter. There's a predictive element there, so the campaigns will use predictive models that select those customers who are more likely to respond, and there will be a personalization part as well, because the campaigns will be more targeted afterwards, and they aim to provide offers for customers that are better suited to their needs. Business understanding. The target user will be the campaign manager, so they will be able to use this machine learning system and run their campaigns using the learnings from here. In terms of problem statement, the marketing campaigns are currently not profitable and the company loses money on this campaign. So they need to be run more efficiently. And in terms of defining success, the expected impact is high return on investment, and which will lead to higher customer loyalty in the long term. Moving on to the metrics, the outcome metrics will be higher response rates, which will lead to higher customer value. In terms of output, it can be the ROC curve or area under the ROC for the predictions. For targets, we can always define certain targets. So if we want to achieve X% increase in customer value, for example, or a certain level for this. In terms of output metrics, we define a certain level for the area under the ROC curve. It will require coordination with other departments like pricing or legal as well, so there will be constraints. Domain expertise, it's clear that it will require, once the models have run, they need to be validated by marketing and product experts to make sure they make sense. And we may need to take into account the competition strategy as well. So as I mentioned, there will be first a segmentation exercise, followed by predictive models. The segmentation exercise will identify distinct customer groups based on probably demographic and behavioral factors. And then in terms of iterative experiments, so first I'm thinking one of the segments will be chosen in one location area, for example, like in one region. Then it will be run as a trial, and then the learnings can be used to extend the analysis to other regions, other segments, and at the end, hopefully for the whole country or the whole customer base. And at some point, we can make use of the flywheel effect too, using the actual learnings and actual data points from the machine learning model too. It will be probably a cloud offline learning batch predictions combination in terms of system design. The computations can be run on cloud as latency and internet connectivity is not really an issue for the real-time application. Offline learning, so model training can be done on a schedule. I'm suggesting every 3 months probably. This way it will be easier to evaluate and implement the solution. And we can use batch predictions because there's no real-time need. Training serving skew, I don't see a problem there because there will be no artificial constructed or clean data set. Latency, again, I don't think there will be a problem unless there's a certain modeling algorithm used which require more running time, but that can be planned in advance and it can be learned how long it takes. Data drift, there could be shifts in population over time, and obviously there are events like COVID-19 that's potentially a problem, so we need to be aware of that. And finally, concept drift, so if there are changes in consumer preference and human behavior, that's a fact that we they need to take those into account as well. Thank you.